Hello everybody and welcome to Movie Logic. Today on Why Movies Suck, we're going to be taking a look at Miracle on 34th Street, the 1947 edition. This movie was picked mainly because it's a movie that shows Thanksgiving and Christmas and all the in-between time, because I won't be able to upload next week due to, you know, I'll be busy. I figured we'll start Christmas time just a little early. And just to go and prepare you, yes, this is the black and white version. I could not find the colored version anywhere. I looked at Amazon, looked at Walmart, I couldn't find it. It's almost like it doesn't exist when I know it does because I've seen it. But yes, today we have the black and white version. And if you can't appreciate it because this is in black and white, well, I guess that just means you have no love for the art of cinema. Just because the movie's in black and white doesn't mean it's a terrible movie. I understand some young people are going to have a hard time looking at something in black and white because you've seen something in color your whole life. But I guarantee you, I don't guarantee shit actually. Well, I will say after you watch it for a little bit, you kind of forget it's in black and white. In my opinion, this is the greatest Christmas movie of all time, for the exception of the colored version. And the second that is actually the most hated Christmas movie of all time, which is one of my favorites, is A Christmas Story, which is something we're going to be looking at more towards Christmas time. So I just told you this movie is awesome. It's the best Christmas movie, in my opinion, ever made. So why is it on Why Movies Suck? Let's go ahead and find out. Well, the movie starts off with some really over-the-top music. And our boy Kris Kringle here is taking a stroll down New York City. On Thanksgiving Day, nonetheless. And this guy right here is just wiping off, seems like nothing, kind of messing up the whole display. And then I got to thinking, well, why is Santa Claus here instead of, you know, attending to more important matters? You got a month to prepare for the big day. What are you doing? And then you realize, oh, today's the Macys Day Parade. You know, it's one of the biggest parades, in my opinion, of the year. So, I mean, I don't blame Santa for being there to see the Macys Day Parade. But there's another reason he's there, we'll get to later, that makes no damn sense. So you see here the police are making sure everyone, or the police security, probably police, making sure everyone's not getting past this barrier right here. And then Santa Claus, Kris Kringle, decides he's just gonna walk on, mosey on through. So here Santa Claus is, I'm just gonna call him Chris. His name's Chris, okay? I can't say Santa Claus a bunch of times. I mean, I feel like I'm a child when I'm saying that. Chris here is trying to show this man how to whip a whip. Chris says there's alcohol on your breath. He's like, you've been drinking. And the man's like,
it's cold, a man's gotta do something to keep warm. You ought to be ashamed.
Actually, that's a myth. What happens is when you drink alcohol, when you're cold, you know, alcohol kind of numbs the senses. So you're numbing the sense of being cold, therefore giving the illusion of you being warm. So no. Alcohol does not make you warm, sir. It's just you being drunk. That's why you're warm. So after this drunken imposter passes out, they decide to make Chris the new Santa Claus of the parade. He couldn't, he shouldn't, he wouldn't, but the children. So they strip this man right here in the middle of, I guess, I don't know, right in the middle of Manhattan. Just, oh, I'm assuming naked, because they take his clothes off, they take off his costume to give to Chris. This is right there. There's no one. He thought he was cold before. Oh. So after Chris here becomes the now Macys Santa Claus, and he is speaking to this girl in Dutch. If you ever wonder why she's a Dutch orphan, and they don't really talk about why she's a Dutch orphan, you just have to put two and two together. It's 1947. I mean, the war just ended 2 years ago, and she's an orphan from... You get it now? Okay. As long as we understand what's going on. And then here's where I get really confused. Santa Claus, Kris Kringle, lives in the North Pole, as a lot of people would assume, right? Why is he staying in an old folks home? He's in a retirement home. He's in a home for the elderly. Understanding he's old, but he's in a home for old people. That doesn't make any sense. Everything I know now is a lie. Santa Claus lives in an old folks home in New York. I don't like it. It's not what I was told. It's really not. So after Kris Kringle here tells people that he's Santa Claus, he's the real deal, make no mistakes, people start thinking he's crazy. I mean, and it goes in for a mental examination. Now, look at the mental examiner. I have a feeling my guy here is going to be the antagonist. Keep in mind what war just ended. Look at this man. Who does he look like? I have a feeling this is going to be our bad guy in the movie, our psychiatrist guy, mental examiner dude. God damn, he looks like Hitler. Holy shit. So here, Kris Kringle is talking to Susie, and he's talking about how Susie has no imagination because she's a boring little child, has no friends, and is too real in life. And she's like, what, 5, like 8, 9 years old? I can't remember. I should know these things. So she's like, so the imagination is kind of like, you know, when you see things that aren't there.
Well, that can be caused by other things, too.
Chris! Talking to a child. So they're in the court trying to prove Chris's sanity. Not only that he's gonna prove that Chris is sane, but he's also gonna prove that he is Santa Claus. He's gotta prove it. And all of a sudden, this dude kind of gets pissed, and I don't understand why this guy's opinion matters so much to the judge. I mean, I guess he's like his campaign manager or something, but I don't understand. This guy is really taking control of the court if you watch the movie all the way through. He takes the whole, like, we'll see, we'll watch. Look, we talked about this guy more than once. So my guy gets home, well, to Doris's house. He tells Doris about the good news, he's taking on the case, and she gets upset. Are they dating now? That was never clarified if this was a thing now. They were just, like, friends, and now she's having a damn attitude. And so after Doris gets pissed off, he states his claim, and he goes and slams the door. He didn't really slam the door, he shut it normally, but take that, Doris. So Mr. Macy here proclaims that he believes his employee, Kris Kringle, is Santa Claus. And then after he says that, why does this guy matter so much? It shows him making facial expressions, and it shows the judge, like, his facial expression, and you can tell there's some communication going on here. I thought he was the judge, not Mr. Cigar Man. So Mr. Cigar Man, whose opinion matters so much, is now talking with our judge in the room.
I don't care what you do with old Whisker Puss.
Whoa, what did you just say? What the hell did you just say? Oh, whoa, hold up, hold the fuck up. You done did it now. I'm gonna play that back one more time, and I'm gonna tell you if you realize what he said.
I don't care what you do with old Whisker Puss.
Did he just call Chris? Did he just call Chris a Whisker Puss? So after they prove Chris to be Santa Claus by the, you know, U.S. Post Office sending all the Santa Claus mail to Kris Kringle, they're like, well, if the U.S. Post Office says this is Santa Claus, then this court is not going to say this isn't Santa Claus. This is the one, the only Santa Claus. Boom, Kris Kringle, Santa Claus. That's pretty much when the movie ends for me. What happens now is pretty boring. There's no more excitement. You know, it's Christmas Eve night. Kris Kringle is still in New York. I figured you would have things to do and not dick around in New York messing with these damn people. But for such a great movie, the ending is pretty damn sucks. Like, the ending is terrible. It ends there when Chris gets rolled Santa Claus. My pop filter came off, so hopefully I don't have to redo this. Do you think that this movie was terrible? I honestly don't. I know I said we're going to get into some things why this movie sucks, but there really wasn't anything why this movie sucks. I mean, aside from the fact that Santa Claus is in New York for a whole month, and it's Christmas Eve, and Santa Claus is still in New York. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why Santa Claus staying in a retirement home doesn't make any damn sense to me, but other than that, this movie had no issues. Also, if you're new to the channel, which is a 98.6% chance you are, and if you've made it this far, I implore you, I suggest you, I threaten you to subscribe. If you like videos like this, which is, I understand this one wasn't probably too exciting because I couldn't find anything wrong with this movie. It is Christmas time though, and I want to do Christmas movies, hence the tree I made. I'm sorry, it sucks, but it's fine. Week after next, December, first week of December, you'll see me. We are doing the Polar Express. Now, with this new FTC thing, I don't know how long I'm going to have that up. I'm just going to fair warn you now. With these new FTC rules, I don't know how long I'm going to have that Polar Express up. I am going to make it. I am going to release it. So that's why another reason I would suggest subscribing now and hitting the bell notification so that way then when Polar Express comes up, you'll be notified and you can watch it before I take it down, if I have to take it down. Well, it looks like we have ran out of time. I have to be getting out of here. So I hope you all have a good week, a good day, and I'll see y'all in the next one.